Hey, welcome back. My name is Al, if this is your first time here. Today we are going to talk about the channel box inside of Maya 2020. Before we get there, if you love all things 3D, please subscribe. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the channel box a little bit more in-depthly. So we've dropped in primitives. When I select my object, things in the channel box pop up, right? Awesome. So we have translate X, Y, and Z, rotate X, Y, and Z, and scale X, Y, and Z. We also have visibility. So what I'm going to do is move this cube around, and I want you to watch these numbers change. So I'm going to grab this arrow. You'll see the number is changing on the Z axis. If I were to grab in the middle, all of these numbers change. So that is the location. Currently, when I populate a cube, oh, I forgot that one was there. Get out of here. When I populate a cube, it's at 0, 0, 0. So if I were to move on this axis, this is the Z axis, so I'm at negative 3.5. Now, what does that mean? Well, that's the location based on, since this is all set to 0, right? It's 3.5 units away. So if I wanted to make this, let's make this negative 5. Type in negative 5, press enter. There we go. So now, if we were to count these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 grid units from the center of this cube. Now let's move it up 5 units. So I can just start moving. And then I can see which one's changing. Oh, this is the Y. I'm going to change this to positive 5. If you want to do negative, that's fine. That would be under the grid. It doesn't really matter. But if you would like to be precise in your motions, you can type it in here. So let's do the same thing with rotations. For starters, I'm going to scale this. Press R to scale. And let's say this were like a skyscraper that I'm starting. My scale is currently 1 and 1, and then 3.501, because I scaled it. I'm not worried about the scale. But what I do want is the rotation. So if I press E and grab this red ring and rotate, 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 I can just eyeball it, right? Not even looking at my channel box. Hey, it looks about right. I could move this up, set it on there. Good enough. Or is it? We can look at our channel box, and it's not quite 90 degrees. So if we'd like it to be perfectly flat, we can select this, type in 90, and then press enter. So now it's at 90 degrees. Same thing if you wanted a 45-degree angle. Doesn't matter, you can type it in here. Alternatively, if you hold J on your keyboard, so I'll select my object, press W, hold J, you'll notice it is snapping to these increments. I use J a lot when I want to rotate. So you need to press and hold J beforehand, and then it's going to snap in these increments. And you can see that these are increments of 15. So 15, 30. If you look in the channel box on the right, we can snap it that way as well. And that is J on your keyboard. We can also change the visibility on and off here. So a value of 1 is on, or a value of 0 is off. If you'd prefer, you can spell out on, or you can spell out off and press enter. I prefer to use 0 and 1. But you'll see it's hiding over here again. Let's change that value. Let's do value 0, and you'll see it's no longer white. H will do the same thing on your keyboard. So if I had just lots of stuff in my scene, I was like, yeah, I want to hide this one, I can just press H on my keyboard. Then you'll see it over there. I can select it, press H. If it's hidden, I'm not going to be able to select it. I can't just grab here. So that's where I hop in my outliner, find the hidden one, and press H to unhide. Thanks for sticking around for the video. If this was helpful to you, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.